Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video. Today I'm working in my Large Dilutions journal on a single page spread. I'm just adding some gesso to the page, and then I've made myself a box just to try and catch the overspray from these gloss sprays, although I didn't really need it because I wasn't doing a great deal of spraying. So I've started using lemon and just using the stem of the spray bottle to just spread the colour around. And then I went in with eggplant as well. And finally some cheddar. And I think I did do a little bit of spraying here actually. So there we go. It was worth getting it out after all. So once that was dry, I then used fuchsia. I think it might be, not really sure. It might be eggplant. It was fuchsia or eggplant. And this star stencil by Dina Wakley, just to add a little bit more stenciling into the background. And then very pregnant pause, some cheddar, and I used this circle stencil from Dilutions. Next I used Buff colour paint by Dina Wakley and this Done Is Better stencil, also by Dina Wakley, just to try and lighten up the background a little bit. It had gone quite dark. Then it was time to draw a face, so I'm just sketching out roughly where everything's going to go. And then, as you know, I will use the Jane Davenport Licensed to Quill pen to just draw in the details on the face. I'm just drawing the face on ordinary printer paper. This lady's having her hair, it's blowing in the wind. I had to do something a little bit different. And then, as usual, just using the same ink from the pen watered down to just add some shadows to the face. You'll be very used to seeing me do this now if you've watched my channel before. I do tend to use faces quite a lot on my journal pages. And then she was cut out and stuck in using a mixture of gel matte medium and a glue stick. Then I do have a little stash of collage pieces that I've collected and made myself from using stamps and art foamies, stamping them with paint and ink and all sorts of things. So I just selected a few of those to add onto the page just to add a bit more interest. I was using the rule of odd numbers, as odd numbers work very well on the page. And then just doing a little bit of mindless doodling really on the shapes that I've put on, just sketching round them. And doodling inside them as well. This is a Paper Mania pen in like a gold metallic colour. So I was just adding some more gold dots just to help ground those pieces of collage in to the piece of work as well. And then time for a rainbow. So out come the watercolour paints and a water brush pen. And I'm just adding rainbow colours to this lady's hair. trying to blend the colours into one another. Now bearing in mind this isn't watercolour paper, it is just printer paper, so I'm trying really hard not to get the paper too saturated, because obviously it will just go into little clumps and it won't look very nice. So trying not to overbrush too much. But it does work perfectly well. And then I'm just using a pit marker pen and just adding some shadows to try and help the face to pop out from the page a little bit. And then it's time for some words. The greater your storm, the brighter your rainbow. So I guess in this page it shows that you can have quite a bright colourful background and still have a bright focal point on there. This is quite a large focal point though, so I guess it does get rid of quite a lot of the background, but it still works. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching.